Oftentimes I'm asked, what can I do as a youngster in our community where there's so many limited things for youths to be involved in? Often, ages between 16 to 24, the youths are hanging out in the corner doing absolutely nothing at all, but find themselves getting into trouble. Today, however, here on One-on-One, we are coming up with some possible solutions to address that. I have with me today Mr. Larry Benjamin, who is from the Sail and Power Squadron. Welcome.
Thank you.
And then also I would like to introduce Mr. Eric Billington, who is part of the VI Marine Academy in the Virgin Islands. So welcome to One-on-One.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, I would like to talk to Mr. Benjamin and allow us to pretty much find out exactly what is it that you do, and a little bit more about this great idea, this Marine Academy that is so very needed in our community so that our youth could have something positive to do.
Well, I'm the commander. This is my third year, and I was commander of the St. Thomas Sail and Power Squadron.
All right.
And the Sail and Power Squadron is a part of the United States Power Squadrons, Inc.
Okay.
And we have, 45,000 members worldwide, or actually U.S. actually, and Japan and Canada. 450 squadrons. Mm-hmm. And we are a squadron that's based there in Puerto Rico. It's Puerto Rico, 8 squadrons, a district, 8 squadron or District 33.
Okay.
And 1 squadron in St. Thomas, we had 1 in St. Croix, and 6 in Puerto Rico. And we call it the Caribbean District.
All right.
All right. So we do a lot of work. But what do? We are a boating education organization. We teach safe boating, basic boating, navigation, piloting, advanced piloting, seamanship, and all of these courses we teach at no charge.
Oh, wow.
No charge at all. All the person who is taking the course needs to do is purchase the material, the book. And the book you can keep forever, because they're really great books.
Okay.
And we have instructors, Tom McCoy, and Lloyd Romeo.
Okay.
And they're great instructors. And we, not only that, but we also do vessel safety checks, which are really, really important to make sure that once you're out there in the vessel, you have everything you need to have to make it safe in terms of life jackets, or we call personal flotation devices.
Right.
Your lights are working. You have the visual distress signals, all those things that make safety work for you in case you need them. So those are the things we do, some of the things we do. We're also great in community support activities.
Okay.
With a chili cook-off, we are the ones who do the parking.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how we try to raise some funds to keep things going. Like I said, these courses are free. We have other activities, National Safe Boating Week. We do things, we teach knot tying. We show folks how to wear their life vests or the personal flotation devices. So quite a few things we do. And this is not just for us here as the St. Thomas Sail and Power Squadron, but this is done throughout the United States, 1 squadron in Japan, and in Canada. So there's a lot to do. We're the only organization that has been recognized by 3 sitting United States presidents as an organization that is doing so much for the community.
Oh, that's great. And I'm thanking you for being here and sharing with the viewing audience in terms of what's going on with that program. Now, I'd like to turn it over to Eric. Eric, how did you get yourself involved with the Marine Academy? Give us a little history in terms of the organization and your vision for the Academy as a whole.
I got involved with it because my brother lived here on the island. We're both from Florida, but he'd been here for about 20 years.
Okay.
And working with kids was a passion of his. He started in the sports arena, representing the Virgin Islands in the Olympics, and teaching kids different athletic sports. But that took the kids off island to different facilities to train them. And we wanted to do something here on island with kids to kind of keep that kids here, do something on island for the kids, and keep that revenue here. And thinking about what we could do, we realized the biggest asset of the Virgin Islands is the marine industry.
Exactly.
And it's a $1 billion industry here. And so we wanted to try to find a way to take advantage of that. And so we developed this program, and we went and met with several different instructors that could help us certify the kids and different maritime skills. And Larry Benjamin here, being with the Power Squadron, is our instructor for our safe motoring. But we also have sailing, scuba diving, fishing, and then working with the Red Cross for Learn to Swim, CPR, and first aid.
Okay.
So our vision for it is twofold. Have a prevention side and an intervention side.
Okay, let's talk about the prevention side.
The prevention side, we'd like to work with the high school kids so that we can give them these skill sets and these certifications so when they do graduate and are ready to enter the job market, they already have the skills available to make that happen.
Okay.
As we know, when it's a high season here, a lot of the boat owners and employers hire from other islands, the United States and other areas, and we want them to know that they have local talent here that is very well trained and certified. And so that's what we're trying to do, to prevent them from getting out of high school and having that idle time that you're talking about, not having things to do, not having ways to generate revenue for themselves, which just leads to problems and things of that nature. So we're trying to help with that prevention side of it.
Okay. And the intervention aspect of the program?
The intervention part is working with those individuals 16 to 24 that may have dropped out of school,
right.
Or may have graduated but just didn't have an opportunity to find a job, maybe their skill set to go out and get some of the work that is available out there. We want to go ahead and try to work with them and help them get these same certifications as well, so that they can take advantage of the marine industry. And working with both those different age groups, at every year we hope to work with the employers around and do a job fair so that these kids can come and have an opportunity to show them that they have the skills, they're well trained, and try to take advantage of these positions that open up, several times during the course of the year.
Right. I know that our children in our school system are not exposed too much to the marine industry, and it's so unfortunate because we are surrounded by bodies of water, yet our children have no idea of what it entails to be on a boat, what it entails like to even swim on a regular basis. I think that was one of the issues that came up is, well, we're not really authorized as a school district to take children to swim. But yet that right now that is an untapped industry that if we would just expose our children to it, we can capitalize on it. I know that you have a program.
There's a group called the Marine Action Group, MAG.
Okay, MAG. Well,
right.
Let's talk about MAG.
Yes. MAG is actually housed at the Ivana Udorican High School.
Okay.
And thanks to Dr. McCollum, she is a real supporter and advocate because she has seen the need for this type of program.
Right.
It's a program that we've developed through, even before it got you to Ivana Udorican. We had courses we taught. I've helped to develop some of the courses, and we were doing summer programs.
Great.
And thanks to the folks at the Fish and Game Club, we would meet there and have classes. And then we finally got it into the school. And it's been really supported by the administration there. But it entails, guess what?
Funding?
Oh, how did she know that?
I don't know. She's an intelligent woman. You know what I mean? Everything is going to take funding. That's the struggle, I think, amongst a lot of programs. Not only getting started, but keeping going is making sure that the funding's there. And so, I mean, that's what it's all about. Is not only having the program to help the community and the kids, but it's definitely finding the funding to keep it going.
Yes.
Well, I'm hoping that this program serves as a launch off to be able to create a sense of community awareness about the Marine Academy, and that we should always invest in our children. If not at the front end, we know certainly we'll invest at the back end. So talk to me a little bit about the curriculum for the Marine Academy.
Okay, so for the Marine Academy, like I said, we have 6 different certifications that they're going to receive.
So the children walk away with certifications?
They walk away with certifications. They'll be certified in each skill set.
Okay.
And like you said, there are national organizations, the Power Squadron being part of a national organization, the Red Cross. And the Red Cross is going to, if they don't know how to swim, as you mentioned, a lot of kids don't know how to swim here on the island, which is amazing being surrounded by such beautiful water. But if they don't, then they'll learn how to swim. If they do have good swimming skills, then they have an opportunity to go for the junior lifeguard program.
All right. When we get back, more about the VI Marine Academy. Stay tuned.
I am Luz Marone, board member and volunteer with Clear Blue Sky. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. For most families, learning that your loved one has a mental illness can be both physically and emotionally trying. Family members often find themselves denying the warning signs, worrying what other people may think, or wondering why the loved one has become ill. Know that these feelings are normal. It is important that you learn all that you can about your loved one's illness You will find that you're not alone. Other families are going through similar situations. Be a friend to these families. Put them in touch with mental health professionals. There is hope for recovery. With treatment, many people can return to a productive and fulfilling life.
I'm First Lady Cecile DeYoung. Join me and 10,000 Helpers of St. Croix, Clear Blue Sky, and St. Thomas in supporting those with mental illness through compassion, patience, and understanding. Be a friend.
That's what we came up with the show. Interesting people. We wanted to be one-on-one, conversation, not your traditional talk show. We really want to provide you with the real facts, the real talk, one-on-one. And we're back on One-on-One, and here with me again is Mr. Larry Benjamin, along with Mr. Eric Billington, when we're talking about the VI Marine Academy. And Eric, right before the break, we're talking about the curriculum. Let's pick up.
Okay, so as I was saying, we explain what the Red Cross is going to be doing with us and how the other opportunity they have if they know how to swim is to do the junior lifeguard. And if they do well in that and they want to go on to become a full lifeguard, then they're going to offer that for them as well. But even if they don't go for the junior lifeguard, they just learn how to swim, all of them will get a training in CPR and first aid.
Wow.
So they'll all get that certification.
So you partnered off with the Red Cross to make the VI Marine Academy?
Yeah, we partnered with the Red Cross, absolutely.
And what are some of the other partners that are involved in this project?
Not an instructor, but a very important partner is United for Solutions. And we've been working with them. They've been on island for several years, and their passion is absolutely working with kids. And what they're kind of an umbrella organization that helps fund the organizations that work directly with the children.
Yeah, I see that logo on your shirt, the VI Pride logo.
Yes, the VI Pride, and that's one of the initiatives that they have to try to raise money so that they could distribute that money amongst the different programs that are underneath them. And I know it's they've kind of taken the Virgin Islands Marine Academy underneath their wings, as well as the gang committee.
Great.
Anti-gang committee.
Anti-gang committee.
Yeah, as well as My Brother's Workshop.
So it's all relevant, and we all are the firm belief that one hand can't clap. It takes a community, and you're doing just that, partnering off with different partners in our community. And
we partner with the Power Squadron, which has been wonderful. And we do have other partners, and I would love to mention them as well, being Aqua Action, who is a great, they're the oldest dive shop that's here on island, and they're going to be doing our scuba diving certifications. But they've taken it even further, and our instructors are really wonderful. She has a law degree, Diane, with Aqua Action, and a marketing degree. And so within her training, she's going to make sure that they understand some of the legal ramifications of like waivers and things of that nature when they're working on boats, as well as how to market themselves in the job market once they get out of high school or for those individuals out of school.
So this program not only prepares our students with all the information on boating, but it also helps them build their entrepreneurship skills.
Absolutely. I mean, it's one of the things we talked about when we went to our instructors and asked them to be a part of our organization and our program, was to realize that they have these young minds in their hands for a whole week. So there's absolutely going to be a mentoring component that's going to be in there as well. And they're all passionate about it, passionate about helping, passionate about having local individuals on their boats and working with them. And so they realize the need, though, to just make sure that they have the proper training to do that. Having the 6 certifications that our students will come out with, even the individuals that these employers are hiring from the United States, they may come with 2 or 3, but very few will come with all 6.
Exactly.
So we feel like we'll give them a real hands up on being able to take advantage of those job opportunities.
And I know that from the funding standpoint, one of the criteria that prospective grantees are looking for is just that children working into something, becoming certified in something. So here we have Patty, you have scuba diving, you have lifeguard,
and the
CPR,
American Sailing Association.
Just awesome.
It is awesome, and so we're definitely blessed to have found the individuals to work with us that we did. And one of the things that brought us to the Power Squadron as well, not only we had the opportunity to meet Larry Benjamin and talk to him about the program, but we knew Adore Ken had that, the mag inside of Adore Ken, where they had the engine repair and diesel engine repair. And that's one of the things we wanted, our growth potential. You said that the future, the vision of the Marine Academy, it's to give the kids and the individual on the island the opportunity to take advantage of all the different jobs that are related to the marine industry. And there's a lot of vocational jobs, chefs, hull repair, engine repair, upholstery. I mean, there's so many different things that people don't think about that are related to the marine industry. So even if they're a little bit scared of the water and they don't want to be out there on the boat fishing, there is still jobs within the marine industry that they can be trained in and take advantage of.
I know that during the break, Mr. Benjamin and myself were talking about 79 different careers that you were able to identify.
For instance, we could go down alphabetically.
Right.
Attorney. There are folks who specialize in marine law.
Maritime law. My daughter is intentions
so
of
that's
doing
just
that.
that's just one there. I used, for example, when I was working with these youngsters, the cruise ships that come in. How many vocations and avocations and jobs do we have? Folks, just think about the captain, the first mate, the navigator. We have how many folks who work in radio communication? There you go. Well, folks who work in the restaurants, folks who maintain the engines, make sure the propulsion is right, folks who do the plumbing. If all these vessels have plumbing, the carpenters, something is broken down and they have to have the carpenter. So you name, it's hardly any job. The restaurant managers, if you're into managing, there's so many. I was 79 is what I came up with, and there were more. But I just showed them this list of 79, and I never thought of that. I said, yeah, well...
Because children don't make that connection, that in the marine industry, there are just so many things that you can definitely branch out to. When we see these cruise ships park up, I just look at the size of them, I'm saying, my God, how many people are staffed there? But I never stop and think about careers myself.
There you go.
Yeah. Like you were saying, there's almost every career out there you can relate. When you think about a cruise ship, you can take almost every career and relate it to that marine.
Absolutely.
Your engineers, your electricians, it's just really... everything available. The nurses, doctors. There's no job that you can't relate.
Now, when we get back, we're going to go on ahead and continue to tap into the VI Marine Academy. I want to stir up this interest so that your children could register for the summer. So Eric is going to give us some more information about that. Stay tuned.
I am Pastor Lennox Zamore. Mental Health Month is an opportunity for families to talk about ways to reduce stress and live happy and healthy lives. We often identify mental illness with adults, but the truth is mental illness often has its onset in childhood. 5 to 9% of children experience serious diagnosable mental health conditions. Child mental illness, including depression, is very common and if ignored can result in lifelong impairments. We must pay attention to the mental health of our children. Excessive anger and the use of substances are often symptoms and triggers of such mental illnesses. Spiritual development is key to mental health. We need to engage our children in quiet time and community service. Good mental health is critical at all ages, and your guidance can make all the difference.
I'm First Lady Cecile DeYoung. Join me and 10,000 Helpers of St. Croix, Clear Blue Sky, and St. Thomas in supporting those with mental illness through compassion, patience, and understanding. Be a friend.
And we're back on One-on-One. I wanted to find out from you, Eric, what's the age range for children to join the VI Marine Academy?
The age range is from 14 and above.
Okay.
The reason why is Patty that gets certified in scuba diving have to be 14 years of age.
Alrighty.
And it kind of works with our plan because we want to work with high school kids that are about to enter the job market and graduate. So 14 to 18, we can start training them at that point to where they can have the certifications, maybe even do some interning, which is a very nice point. The fact that a few of our instructors are companies that operate here on island.
Great.
So it's almost like on-the-job training. And as they grow and they've worked with students that they feel, excelled and picked up on things well, then they can actually hire them right there.
Okay.
That's kind of a wonderful thing. So 14 and above. So it's 14 to 18 basically for our high school kids. For our prevention program and intervention is going to be 16 to 24. 16
to 24. And as we all know in our community, 1 out of 4 youths are disengaged or not going to school and or working. And this is an excellent opportunity for them to do something constructively. Let's get back to the boat safety. because along with the Marine Academy, our children need to be prepared, and the adults that are working with them need to be prepared in terms of the elements of safety. I know that if I go on the boat, all I want to do is just pretty much catch some sun and just enjoy the sail. But there's a lot to go along with it as it relates to safety.
Yes, as long as you are not operating the vessel, that's exactly what you should do.
Okay.
Okay? You just go and just enjoy.
Enjoy.
And leave that worrying part to the captain or the boat operator.
All right.
And this is why we have a very strong vessel safety check program.
Okay, how does that work?
What we do is we advertise, and it's no cost again, because the Coast Guard years ago wanted, that it was their responsibility to check the vessels for make sure everything that related to safety was done. That was a bit much for them. Their limited resources, personnel, and funding. So the Coast Guard Auxiliary, they've asked them to do it, and also asked the St. Thomas Sail and Power Squadron here. But United States Sail and Power Squadron worldwide, okay? I should say nationally, okay? Because we have national centers, we have districts. Well, what we do is advertise at no cost. For instance, the next time I will put up some brochures and some flyers and saying that the St. Thomas Sail and Power Squadron will be conducting vessel safety checks at such and such a marina from the date and the time. And I'll give them my number, 344-3106. Call, make an appointment, or just be there at such and such a time. We'll go on your vessel, make sure you have the correct documentation. We'll make sure you have the visual distress signals. We make sure you have the correct fire extinguishers. Now, different boats have different requirements. Depends on the size and the year it was built, and gas engines or diesel engines or open cabin or closed. So we have the whole list of things. How many life jackets or personal flotation devices for numbers of people on board. Your navigation equipment. If you're out at night, are your lights working, your reds and greens and your whites? So those are the things we do. And as we know, in the past few months here in the Virgin Islands, we've had some boating accidents.
Little mishaps, little mishaps.
Right. So one of the things we want to make sure is that you go out for boating, it's a day of fun.
Right.
And you could come back smiling and say, I had a great day. Or not come back and your boat is on the bottom. Or you come back and you're worried about your insurance. So those are things we do. We do the vessel safety checks. We don't, if we find something that's wrong or missing, we let you know. And then each boat, once it passes inspection, you get a sticker. Once the Coast Guard sees that sticker, it's less likely they'll stop you and board you and check your vessel, because they know that the St. Thomas Sail and Power Squadron or the Coast Guard Auxiliary has examined your boat.
That's great.
For all the, and once the sticker's there, that's it. So we never rat you out to the Coast Guard, because we don't do that. But the thing is, if you're missing, let's say, if your flares are outdated, we'll say, listen, you need such a day. But then don't throw away the old flares. Donate them to the fire department for demonstration purpose and things like that. So we do a lot in terms of boating safety. And the St. Thomas Sail and Power Squadron, as like all power squadrons in the United States, it's mainly education, safety. So we go all out to help out.
No, that's good, and continue doing what you're doing.
And I think, but he hasn't mentioned that the safety week is coming up.
That's right.
I know, because we put that in our system.
That's right. Every year there's something called the National Safe Boating Week. And the activities for that, one year it's in the main activities in St. Croix, 1 week in St. John, and then in St. Thomas. And I think this year's going to be in St. Thomas.
Great.
Sometimes the Coast Guard helicopter comes in from Puerto Rico, and they do water rescue demonstrations. They'll hover over the water. Guys will jump out and show how to rescue swimmers. We do, and the squadron, we do knot tying. We show folks how to wear their personal flotation devices. Make sure there's the proper ones, because they have like 5 different types. And so we do, again, boating safety. But National Safe Boating Week is a time for, if you're not a boater, you still need to come and learn about it.
And what's the date on that?
This is, I think, May 19th to the 25th.
All right, so we'll stay tuned with that one.
Yes, but every day should be Safe Boating Day.
That's true.
There you go.
I am hoping that by the audience viewing the show, we would get people actually calling, wanting to go on ahead and be part of this project. I am hoping that we can solicit individuals to invest in this project, because in a community where we're surrounded strictly by water, it behooves me that we are not investing in our children to be able to learn more about the marine industry. I know that we've lost a lot of money to the VBI because a lot of our marine life and our marine industry went over there. So in order for us to go on ahead and increase our economic growth, this is definitely a way to do that.
Yes.
I tell you, Mr. Benjamin and I, did not to cut you out there, but we were just talking today about at the Safe Boating Week that the boat will be available out there for individuals to be able to come on and take a look at the electric engine, how it's set up and how it works.
But I'm looking at in terms of funding. How do we tap into the Department of Human Services to create funding opportunities for our children to be able to participate in AVI Marine Academy? I'm thinking about the Department of Labor. This is an excellent opportunity for those disengaged youth to have an opportunity to learn about the marine industry and do something constructive, and including the Department of Education. It gives us another venue to create career readiness and career package with the availability of the Marine Academy. So I think we should all jump on board and pretty much bring it to the forefront and make it happen.
That's what you really need to do. And whoever is listening right now, that whatever they can do, no matter how small it is going to help. Because we need as much support, not only financial, but the folks who may want to volunteer and come and say, I'll help you do this, I'll help you do that, or I'm interested in boating. However you can help to make this a reality. Support for the Academy, because I see great things down the road, and I really do.
You talked about how funding, and you're right, the Labor Department, the Economic Development Department, all these departments, the program, and working with the kids and trying to do what we're doing will help what these departments are trying to do as well.
Right.
So, but there's, the community can get behind this as well.
Well, my belief is that it takes us approximately about $10,000 to educate a child in the public school system, but it costs us at least $31,000 to keep them incarcerated. So where is it that we want to invest our money? Do we want to provide our children an opportunity of learning something new on the front end, or do we really want to deal with paying for an institution to keep you incarcerated where there's really no hope? As a parent, if I want my child to get involved in this, what do I need to do? Because I'm anxious. I know that, hey, my daughter's coming to you for the summer, because I know that during the summertime we're always looking, how can we get our kids involved in something? Well,
what we're trying, we're in the process of raising the funds so that we can start the program. So there's two websites I'd like to let everyone know about. To learn more about the Virgin Islands Marine Academy, we have our website, vimarineacademy.org. Which outlines our programs, our instructors, gives you quite a bit of information about it. We will be working with the different schools within the area. And then for those in the community that see this as something that really they should get their arms around, can donate. And how they can do that is through one of our partners, United for Solutions. If you go on unitedforsolutions.org, to their website, there is a way you can donate right there through PayPal.
You can just click on and give your credit card number and just make donations.
And everyone knows that PayPal is very secure.
Exactly.
And coming up very soon will be the VI Pride, as you mentioned on the arm. There'll be merchandise in different areas that you can purchase. And when you see that VI Pride logo on that merchandise, when you purchase it, you'll know that part of that revenue is going to the United for Solutions, which will go to the programs that are working with our
let's talk about the logo so that our viewing audience could really get it down packed. So when they invest their monies on things and on items, they know that their money is going back to the community for helping our youth. So let me see what we have here.
This is the VI Pride logo.
Okay.
And so when you see that logo on merchandise, you know when you purchase that merchandise, you are helping the community, because some of that revenue will go to the kids' programs that are on the island.
That is just awesome. So again, in a community right now that we're looking for activities for our children to be involved in, positive ones such as the Marine Academy is definitely the way to go. Please invest in our children. Again, it is our future, it is our community, and we can't do it by ourselves. So we're asking you, in a community that's surrounded by waters, let's embrace this and let's sail along with the VI Academy.
Safely.
Safely, absolutely. Thank you so very much for being on One-on-One, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
And make sure you go onto those websites and make your donations. They count.
All right.
Thank you.
United for Solutions, helping to produce television programming that informs and inspires the community to take action on social issues.